Welcome to Oladipo Oralu channel. Today, we present how to be a woman priority and not an option. Have you ever thought of yourself as a woman's backup plan when you ought to have been her first pick? If this describes you, do not worry. These raw, unreserved facts will make you go from being a woman's baby to her must-have. Now let's get started. Number 1, examine the space. Do you ever feel like you are only there to fit in with her hectic schedule when it suits her? That raises the first red flag for you. We are discussing more than just a thoughtful goodnight text. This is far more extensive than that. This has to do with you being pushed to the periphery of her existence. Despite your value, you ought to be the primary focus, not a secondary consideration. No man worth his salt will allow himself to be demoted to the background for an extended period of time. Therefore, I desire that you steep yourself in that particular reality. Knowing what it means is the first step to flipping that script. Number 2, apply the reciprocity law. Let us expose the falsehoods. Love and money. Women are as strategic as men, if not more. And it is not a one-sided chess. You demonstrate your commitment by dedicating your time, finance, effort, and attention to her, among other actions. In exchange, she provides you with mere breadcrumbs. It goes beyond being in a bad deal, and your actions may be instructing her that she can evade consequences. This creates a highly precarious situation in which she recognizes the advantages of minimal exertion. You are the one who is inflating her market value while receiving no return on your investment. At this point, it seems you have no return on your investment. So what are your options? It is either you adjust the scales and receive the reciprocity your efforts deserve, or you withdraw from this one-sided love transaction entirely. Can you continue to invest in a bad investment? Would you? No, the same logic applies here. It is either you cut your losses or find a balance in your emotions. Simply put, it is that straightforward. Number 3, you come first. Do you want to be the one she watches when you enter a room? Then, that requires stopping treating her like the sun and yourself as a planet in her orbit. A complete mindset shift is needed here. It requires more than ignoring calls or last-minute invitations. This has to do with the ambience you produce and your energy output. As soon as you pass through that door, your objective is to create a magnetic pull that imbues her with an aura of self-importance and causes her to fear that she will lose her equilibrium if she does not exercise caution. You must re-establish the balance of power so that you are not perpetually the one who is immediately available during her every back call. You ought to be leading a life that is so purposeful and gratifying that she begins to wonder if she is truly participating in that endeavor. You have got her attention when she senses that you have moved from being an accessory to an essential key in her life, and she's not willing to lose it. Number 4, the thrilling segment. It goes beyond being a saying that familiarity breeds contempt. It is hard to explain. Psychologists call it habituation. To put it simply, it signifies that an item or concept that was previously stimulating has become tedious and unremarkable. Are you a guy who always uses the same pickup lines and strategies? Then you are rushing into a category called, "Who was that again?" Now, in that situation, how will you win? You must surprise her and put her on edge. Your next move must be unpredictable to keep her guessing. Your goal should be that unsolved puzzle she is drawn to and dying to solve. You have to choose between being the well-read open book and the mystery she has been itching to solve. Adding mystery and intrigue that makes you stand out from the crowd and makes her think about you. Thus, you become indispensable rather than optional. Number 5, take the lead. Many men make the mistake of offering their woman everything. And what did some receive in exchange? Nothing. And what causes this to occur? It all comes down to the value of scarcity. A straightforward but commonly misunderstood idea, although your time is important here. But more issues are involved. In this case, time is irrelevant. Not only does it concern your emotional real estate, but it also concerns your undivided attention. She will come to the realization that she not only wants these commodities, but that she also requires them, the more scarce they become. As you don't need to mention this idea, just keep a low profile about it. It would be more effective to let the transformation and how you distribute your resources and time be perceived rather than stated. Make her to experience your absence. She will wonder why she feels this void and wants you as the prize. When you change your focus to scarcity, she should have a realization, like a moment. That will help her understand how important you are She will then begin to regard you as the gentleman that you have always been rather than take you for granted. Number 6, draw the lines. This is crucial. Setting boundaries does not imply isolating yourself from all emotions. It is all about establishing ground rules for those who are involved. This is your self-respect blueprint. You are not a doormat she can walk on. Try to challenge her mind. Allow her imagination to freely run wild until she realized and started saying, "I'm curious about your whereabouts. What are you doing?" And more importantly, who is with you or keeping you company? In this world of instant gratification, missing someone becomes a power play. You need to incorporate that idea into your dating life again. Your absence should make her reconsider her treatment of you. If you draw these lines, can you feel uncertain again? No. This is when she starts to worry about losing you. This understanding alters the equilibrium of power in her. Equally, this strategy is brilliant from a tactical standpoint, in that it induces in her a sense of emotional urgency. She will begin considering you as a priority rather than merely an option. Honestly, she cannot take you for granted anymore. There is nothing that makes you feel more important in someone's life than the potential for your absence. Number 7, present your abilities to them. Being a man of unmatched substance makes you irreplaceable. If you are reliable and wise, she will not hesitate. She will rethink her entire strategy. Not only the fact that you are rare, as your drive makes her life extraordinary, and losing you will not work in her favor, as you will not be a guy she's dating in her eyes anymore. Your presence gives her life meaning and depth. Make her realize how much you will be missed if you leave. Your strategy to become the man she cannot ignore. It goes beyond knowing these steps. You need to practice them. These methods will make the lady notice your absence. The tone may change as texts and calls could increase. Texts could range from casual to eager to meet up and talk. With that, until the next video, please subscribe, like, and share to spread the word. Thanks for watching.